You are looking at one of the world's poorest royal families. So poor, they earn 1,000 times less money than the most famous royals, and about 50,000 times less money than the richest. So they live like ordinary people, just like you and me. And would you believe me if I told you this happened because of love? Who are they? And why, for a royal family, are they poor? And what did love have to do with them being poor? Well, let's see first if you can guess which country this royal family comes from. It's one of the very few places where you can see the fascinating northern lights. It's home to the world's longest road tunnel. It's called the Land of the Midnight Sun, and it's considered one of the happiest nations in the world. Is it Maldives, Bhutan, Nepal, Norway, or Finland? The country with the world's poorest royal family is Norway. They use public transport like the train, and when they have to fly within the country, they don't use private planes, they get regular domestic flights. Unlike most royals who hire private and special tutors for their education, the Norwegian crown prince and princess went to ordinary public schools. This family doesn't go to private islands for vacations. They go to public beaches instead and share them with ordinary people. On normal days, you may even catch them out in public without their royal guards. They dress like normal citizens, even on formal occasions. And speaking of occasions, they don't usually celebrate special ones by throwing grand royal parties. They celebrate in private and would even have joint parties. That is, of course, to save money. So back to our first question. Why is this royal family so poor? Truth is, all the things you've just heard about the Norwegian royal family, it's not because they couldn't pay for them because they're poor. These things were their own choices. Using public transportation, going to public schools, not having grand royal parties, and going out without bodyguards because they want to live a humble and low-key life. And to answer our final question, what did love have to do with them being poor? Well, it started with the king and queen's relationship. See, King Harold V fell in love with an ordinary woman, a saleswoman. His father wouldn't approve of their love, so they hid their relationship for 9 years. Marrying her would make him lose his royal status. But their love was so strong, they ended up being together anyway as the royal king and queen of Norway. Since then, they've tried to live as normally as they could. They wanted their children to have a normal childhood like everyone else. The same type of love story would also happen to the crown prince. He fell in love with an ordinary woman. In fact, a single mom. So Night Fam, I hope we can all learn from the royal family of Norway, how they managed to have this kind of life, more humble, more simple. They have the means to spend any amount of money on literally anything they want, but they choose to have what's enough to live a more down-to-earth life. So if the royals themselves were able to realize this is the better way to live life, then maybe we can all follow their humble example.